Hello, my name is Sam.
Good evening, everyone. All right, sorry, it took me a little while to get some stuff set up, but we're on. I think things are actually working. It's been an absolute nightmare. I found a major issue with my microphone. I think it's been plaguing me for a long time, and hopefully that is now resolved. Let's see what we got going. Tom is cross-compiling 6502 code using a SimH to PDP-11 and cross-assembler written in BASIC+. Why? Why do you do this to yourself, Tom? How are you doing tonight? Foxeltrot's updating misters. That is excellent. Housekeeping. Bahamuchirai wants to know if there's an ST going on tonight. Is the music a hint or something? SG Bayou, you'll have to give me some hints on how to pronounce that. Welcome. Jelly Be Good to see you as well. Hope everyone is doing good. Yeah, but tonight, we've got some stuffs to go. The reason you're doing this is getting ready for a series of videos, how vintage game development was done at the big companies. Oh, that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. Yeah, so, it's been a long week. I spent the weekend, I'm still exhausted, because I spent most of the weekend at Boatfest, which is a new retro gaming, retro computing festival held in West Virginia by the Amigos Retro Gaming Network folks, Boat, Aaron, and the Brent, most notably. Computer on the tote looks like a 520 or 1040. Ah, yes, that is an Atari ST. Texas Foosballer. I hope you'll be there next year. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun exhibits. I brought, well, actually, I think I can show off what my exhibit more or less looked like. These are some photos I pulled off of the Discords. But this is my setup here, and I might even be able to zoom in a little bit on it. Yeah, so that is the CPC 6128, and I also brought a Tandy 1400, which actually I really just brought to give away. Let me see if I can fix the filtering on this. And I did that. So that 1400 LT went home with Frank from Retro Rewind. But let's see, why is it? Oh, you're just gonna be a punk. Well, it's just jaggy. There's nothing I can do about it because the way I'm captioning it. Good evening, Tech Girl. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you are well. Yeah, so this is the 6128 and the Tandy 1400, which is a PC machine. There are lots of other exhibits. Here's an Amiga 500 and a Commodore 64. I forget who brought these in, but let's see if I can flip through some of these images. All right, so this was the high score competition area. On the left, you've got a Coco 3 running Timberman, I think is the name of the game. It's a Tandy 3 clone of a mobile game where you have to switch sides and chop down this tree and not get hit by the branches as you chop it down. It was cool. It was pretty fast-paced action. The Spectrum was running Trashman, and the Amiga 500 over there, the A500 Mini, was running Dodgy Rocks, and they were having high score competitions on this all weekend. That was fun. Here is, this was Rob Flack O'Hara's setup. He brought in, well, actually I think the Vectrex belongs to Boat, but Rob brought in the Commodore 64 and a CD32. I'd never played on a CD32, so that was pretty cool to play on for a bit. Let's see what else there is. Ah, yes, this was a particularly cool setup that didn't get nearly enough appreciation. This is an this is an Amiga OS 4 system. So this is an Amiga 1 X5000, I think is what this is. Oh, did you move, Tech Girl? You'll have to let me know how that went. Sadly, I don't think there was. I don't think he had enough cool software configured on this machine, and he wasn't able to get the Wi-Fi going. Yeah, that is a nice fight stick. I barely used this machine. I fired off a couple of demos, which were actually just music discs, but it was still kind of cool. He did have it configured for sound. And there's another picture of Flack's setup, and a picture behind the table. Someone had busted out the Intellivision and the Atari 2600. And Mr. Cola was set up next to me with the Mr. Wedge. That's his beautiful pink and blue Mr. Wedge. I think he was maybe running the AO486 core. And someone came up with this Mystery Machine joystick. There was so much weird stuff. Only television was a flashback. Oh, okay. I hadn't paid enough attention to what was going on because there was an actual Intellivision floating around. I don't remember. I don't remember where it went. I think, actually, I think Frank from Retro Rewind might have bought it. Now that I think about it. But this was a lot of fun. So still a little bit of tired from that, but hopefully they're going to do it again next year. It's kind of just for the community thing. They want to keep it small. It's not going to become a big show. And of course, while I was there, had a whole bunch of stuff show up, including this box right here. Which is the thing which we will be opening tonight. This is a machine I have wanted for a while, so I'm very, very pleased to have this. This is another wonderful shipment from Gedge, who sent me the well, pretty much all my UK machines except for my A1200. So this is going to be fun. But it's actually not the only thing that's come in recently. I got some more goodies which I'm excited to play with. Some of you may remember the drama that I had with my Pi 1541. And so this is a new Pi 1541 hat that I bought from Retro Computer Store, I think, is where I got this. So I got that, and I got a new IEC cable. So hopefully between the two of these, I can get my Pi 1541 going again. Because I think it's going to be quite some time before I see my pre-order of the 1541 Ultimate come in. And then I got a bunch of stuff from Evie at Backbit as well. And, alright, let me first convince my web browser that I don't want you to do anything when I press F7. That's my key, it's not yours. Yeah, it was, you're right, too small to be a real Intellivision. So this is the Backbit Genesister. So this is made to go into a Commodore 64, and similar to the 2-bit that I already have, but basically I wanted another 2-bit for my other C64. And she doesn't make the 2-bit anymore, but she makes this, and I understand why, because this does everything the 2-bit does and more. It allows you to plug in a Mega Drive or Genesis controller, and it will make it safe to do so, because it is not safe to do so without protection. And it also it supports the port 1, port 2 switch, and it has turbo fires on one of the buttons, and another button I believe is up to jump. It has all of the, C is up to jump, B is fire, A is alt port fire, or you can alright, so with the start button you can actually toggle the port. You don't even have to hit this switch. So it's a very cool device. I'm very much looking forward to using this. You have one of these on your PAL C64? Yeah. This is going on my PAL C64C as well. And then the 4116 adapter for my Chip Tester Pro. This will allow me to test the tri-voltage 4116 16 kilobit DRAMs, which I have a bunch of those, but I don't know how many way to test them. So this will add on to the Chip Tester Pro and allow me to test that. And then these two are kind of interesting. I just bought them kind of like because they look cool and I might need them someday. The Corn Bit, so-called because it's where you store your kernel, haha. Reprogrammable 2352 and 2764 EEPROM drop-in replacements. Get one of these guys out, yeah. So there it is, a little tiny EEPROM on there, and mode selector switches. You can put two banks of images on there. And it's programmable with her Chip Tester Pro. You don't need any prom burner to program these things. So yay, stuff. I don't have an immediate use for the corn bit stuff, but I figure if I'm ever working on a machine that has needs a 25 series ROM, it'll be nice to have, just to test it before I go through the trouble of procuring a real 25XX ROM. So that's that, and I guess now it is time for the main event. Not exactly sure what the best way to do this is, because it won't fit on the desk underneath. If I switch to the overhead camera, it's just like all you get is a tiny piece of it. It's a huge box. So I think maybe, well, you know what? The camera's on a swing arm. Maybe we can get away with this. Maybe we can get away with it. There's my feet. There's my feet and my nasty trash can. Very much looking forward to this. I'm gonna have to do some stuff to it because, of course, if it came from Gedge, that means it's a UK machine, and I have to sort the power supply. But I think I know what I can do about that. Amazing packing job, as always. Figure out the best way to actually get this thing out of here. Because holy cow. Alright. Styrofoam everywhere. Alright. That is out of the box. I think he told me there was nothing else in the box. Just this. He often likes to hide little goodies in there. All hail, L. Curtis Boyle. How are you? Yes, it was wonderful meeting you in person as well at Boatfest. I was just showing off some of the pictures. It was a great event. I highly recommend it. Am I all recovered? I don't know. I'm fairly recovered, I suppose is how I would put it. I think did we run out of music? Yeah, I ran out of music. I've been running it from Jam tonight, so I can do some ATARI tunes. I take it you made it home safely, Curtis? All right. Let's take off about 20 square meters of packing tape or bubble wrap. Hey, Proton, how are you? Good morning to you, sir. How goes the music disc coding? All right, tempted to get more stuff from Core i64. Interested in the Upcart Plus. I've ordered something from Core i64, I think, but I can't remember the sort of stuff that they make. I'll have to take a look at their selection. Curtis didn't get back until after midnight. Took a leisure day to top off groceries. Water lawns, yeah. Yes, definitely better to have more bubbles. Bubbles save our things. We like bubbles. Yeah. There's a reason that my packages from Gedge always cost $100 or more to ship. All right, I think we're free from this. Almost to the point where we can see plastic. Proton enjoying a cooler night. Yeah, I hear it's rather hot out there. In parts of the world that maybe aren't quite used to it. Okay. There we are. Oh boy. And there she is. It is a 520 STE. And honestly, it looks a lot better than it did in the photos in real life. So he sun-brighted this for a while for me. And he says it looked very green before. And now it's... This is all right. This is not as bad as it looked in some of the photos he had sent me. Oh, it's heavy though. Wow. Is this heavy? All right, so I have had for a while a 1040 ST, and that is this guy right here. And yeah, so it is a little bit like darker, greener. The keyboard is obviously not as white either, but this, you know, weighs something. But oh man, this STE is heavy. I will never convince Frank that this is a great machine. It just won't happen. It's not possible. Yeah, I am super excited to have this, and it being a UK PAL model as well is also very, very nice, because of course you all know me. When I get a retro machine, what do I want to do with it? I want to run demos, and trying to run demos on my 1040 ST has been an exercise in frustration. So it is going to be so nice to have this. I have already acquired the requisite SCART lead. So this should do to get it into my RetroTink. But first thing, need to sort out the power supply. Get to enjoy Gem, yeah. I have gotten to know a bit of the ST and its interface, all of its quirks. All right. Yeah, I might need some replacement feet on here at some point too. But for right now, I got to remember which screws it is. Obviously, it's going to be these guys to start with. Whoops. And I am just throwing screws all around. Oh, there's already a screw in my screw tray, and I have no idea where it came from. Crap. Well, we'll figure that out later. Meantime, let's get this ST open. Oh, 30C last night. That does not sound fun. All right, now I think the only ones you have to remove on the ST are the screws in the square holes. So that would be these 4 back here and 3 in front. That one does not want to come out. Let me get the persuaders. Come here. All right. was a machine thread screw, not plastic. Oh, and so was this other one. All right, maybe those two go into machine threads. Last thing that was cracked open on the bench. Yeah, I just can't remember what it was. Oh, actually, I do remember what it was now. It was a 480. It was a Gateway 2000 486 that I picked up at Boatfest for $20. So it probably came out of that. That's my guess. Alrighty. There we have the interior. This is, oh, that's broken. So that's busted up right there. And we'll need repairs. Luckily, it seems to be a pretty clean break, so I should be able to fuse that back together with the right plastic glue. Ugh, smells pretty awful. Pretty awful. So this will get bathed appropriately. Hello, Retro Fox. Yeah, it could have taken damage in transit. It was pretty well packed. It could have been on its way out to begin with. You know, these machines aren't going to win any awards for looks. They're ones that he picks up usually in job lots, and there's a reason he gives me such an incredible deal. Well, one of the reasons is he's incredibly generous. So thank you if you're watching, as I imagine you will. But yeah, I mean, he knows where to pick up the machines. Some machines that only an enthusiast could love. But this is not bad. This is not bad. This is great. I'm so excited to have an STE. All right, we'll disconnect the keyboard. And then in here would be the power supply cage. It's interesting, the floppy drive too. It just looks like an ordinary PC floppy drive. I don't know if it is or not. Certainly looks like it. A little bit more light on here. There we go. Kind of a little bit of glare for you all, but it helps me see what the heck I'm doing. $723.5. Yep, that sounds about right. Well, it's an Epson SMD 300 is what it is. It's marked right here. So, all right, and now we have some little twisty things. I will need to bend the tabs back. It's a little hard to get to for some reason. All right. Is that it? I think that might be it. All right, so I can pull this back to disengage. Try and remember. It's a Jackintosh enhanced. Yes, it is the Jackintosh. For those of you who never heard to it referred that way, that's a reference to Jack Tramiel, of course, and it being perceived as a low-cost Macintosh competitor. Hence the name. All right, actually, I bet I have to... okay. It's got a pretty significant crack back here, too, I see. All right, this case is going to need some work. Might be time to get the logic board out entirely. The Amiga's cousin, I mean, its similarity to the Amiga is really just only in the fact that it has the 68,000. That's really about it. Wasn't designed by any of that team. Doesn't, well, I guess the ST has some more custom chips similar to the Amiga, but such a very, very different machine. Well, okay, yeah, and the wedge form factor, sure, I'll give you that. I don't know. I guess I do have to take the floppy drive out. All right. Oh, we got a broken screw standoff. That's fun. All right, this is turning into a complete disassembly because these things are a pain in the butt to get to the power supply. Yep, and it's only got 3 screws holding it in. This one is just on a resting on a post. Frickin' Jack Trammell. Now, can I lift this thing out of its case yet? No, I cannot. I think this, yeah, I mean, besides Tandy, Jack Trammell was definitely the champion of cheap. I'm not sure if it came to a cheap off between Trammell and Tandy. I'm not really sure who would win, but they would both give each other a serious run for their money. I know that. See, okay, that gets it off. So actually, I think I removed a lot more of this than I really needed to. Okay, so here we are. This is the power supply. I didn't know if he was going to leave the power supply in or not. Yeah, I got some bulging capacitors there. That's awesome. But I'm pretty sure this is a 240 only. I don't think there's any way to convert this power supply. So my plan, well, there's 2 possible plans. Sinclair, okay, all right, Sinclair, yeah. This is true. Tandy did pay their vendors. Good evening, Bald Engineer. How are you? So, all right, we've got so here's the RAM. Looks like maybe it has 2 megs installed. Guessing each one of these is 512. I'll have to take a closer look at it. We've got TOS ROMs there. I think that's what that is. But power supply. So one option is we crack open this box. This should have, yes, indeed. We have a nice meanwell. Hey, Jason Warrens, how you doing? It was really good to see you at Boat Fest. All right, yeah, the rest of this is unrelated. So we got a meanwell here, which I think is supposed to work well and fit well into this case. But Like the mountings, I'd have to come up with some way to mount the darn thing because the mounting points aren't the same. But yeah, it will just barely fit in this space, right? So there's that option. Or the other option, which I think is what I'm going to do tonight, because it's going to be the least path of least resistance for this power supply, is to just cannibalize the one out of my 1040 ST, because I think they're the same. So for right now, I'm just going to disconnect this board, because I think I've already serviced the power supply on my 1040 ST. I think that one is safe to install. I mean, I've been running my ST with it for a while. Now, this, I don't remember. Are these, I'll bet these are soldered in place. Yeah, they are soldered in place. So I would have to desolder these input wires here because there's no connector either on the IEC jack or on the power supply board. All right, let's set this aside for a minute and get the 1040 ST open. Let's see what the deal is inside that. All right. Hey, Mr. Cola. Boy, I got half of Boat Fest here in my stream. It's good to see you all. It's good to meet you all in person. All right, so let me disconnect all my stuff. Here's my Ultra Satan. And Commodore Chronicles. Hello, I don't know if I said hello to you. All right. So we'll put the Ultra Satan I'm definitely going to use on the STE. So we'll set that aside there. Underneath, we have the Mouster. This is a great little device. Allows me to use a USB mouse on my STs. So also will be carried over. But for now, let's get these screws out. Come on, get out of there. Presume PSUs never need servicing. Atari presumed that they will make it as cheap as possible and it will last long enough. That is what Atari assumed. That is what Atari. That's what Jack Tramiel always assumed. Regardless of who he was, which company he was leading at the time. All right, so I'm gonna put my ST screws in a different case, so I don't get them mixed up. Yeah. Tramiel way indeed. Welcome, Arcade Shopper. How are you? It's been a while since I've seen you. Since I've seen you on or talked to you. Hope you're well. All right. Yeah, I think honestly, with the exception of the floppy drive ports, I think these cases are compatible. I think these cases are swappable, so I could put my case on. Yeah, because this one's it's missing. It's got a big piece cracked out of it back there. I might just go full on swapperoo. Been stupid busy. Yeah. I've been really busy too. Mr. Cole is playing with the Kung Fu Flash. Oh, nice. Did you pick up that Kung Fu Flash at Boat Fest? I really dig mine. It's a great device. Bought one too. Haven't even been able to unpack. Yeah, I unpacked enough last night so that I could walk around here in my retro room and use my bench. That's really as far as it got. Okay, that's off. This power supply. Well, you know what? I'm looking at this, and I have clearly not serviced this power supply. Dang it. Well, I'm going to use it for right now. It's been running my ST. Actually bad or just being proactive. I'm just being proactive. I don't like to... Power supply capacitors get abused a lot in these old machines. And I don't like to let them run. They're well past their design service life already. So it's time to get them out. All right, let me go ahead and get my... You know what? I'm going to try and do this with just the iron and the solder sucker for right now. Since I have a pretty decent solder sucker collection, it's almost finished. 1 or 2 bug fixes, feature changes. Ooh! All right, you'll be releasing your music disc soon. That's awesome. Can't cut back on power supplies. You'll regret this, yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm more of... I want to future-proof everything. So do fix it. All right. So now I am going to get my wonderful snorkel. This is a present to myself here. Crank this up a bit. And then let's get my leaded solder. All right, 380. That sounds about good. Let's zoom in a bit. Yeah, I can zoom in a bit. Look at that. Solder snorkel. Yeah, this is my little fume extractor. So let's see how well this goes. I'm gonna need a little bit more light. Oh yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Wow, that really jammed up my solder sucker. That's the only problem with this Engineer SSO2 is that it doesn't actually seem to pull the solder into the chamber. It just gets stuck. It just gets stuck in the tube. And I just lost the silicone. Nozzle. Oh, there it is. Okay. Almost impossible to see on the stupid carpet. Well, yeah. All right. All right, that is disconnected. Still need to clean it up just a little bit. Okay, and we have freed the power supply. So let's see. Another question I'm asking myself is, do I want to just service this right now? Do I have the caps for it? Or do I want to plonk it into that STE and boot up the STE real quick. I guess first thing to do is desolder the STE power supply while I'm set up for that. Option C, both, yeah. Yeah, I think I will probably just get it in there and test it for right now, and then I will service it later. All right, so we got this spot right there. Oh, turn my snork back on. Turn my soldering iron back on. I don't know why I turned it off. All right, let's that out. I think it's this one. Yep. STE PSU removed. Now, I just did a dumb thing. Who can tell me what dumb thing I just did? Let's see here. This came out of that one. This came out of that one.
That was terrible.
Which wire is which? Yes. I forgot to document which one was hot and which one was the neutral. Yeah, I have a desoldering. I have a vacuum desoldering station. It's a cheap one, but it takes a long time to heat up, and I kind of didn't want to bother, but I didn't need it. Now, when I go in for the recap, obviously I will be using that. All right. So this one went in near the fuse. So I think it goes in like this and like this. Yep. Yeah. I should have clipped it. I should have taken a photo with my phone of where everything worked, but the power supplies seem to be pretty similar design, and this should be the arrangement that I'm looking for, I believe. So that's in there, and this one in here. All right. They have little like crimped ends to them, so I sort of push them through. Oh, thanks for checking, Jason. Appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna do one of these with the light. Turn the snork back on, and get this soldered in place. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't scroll back the video right now. Okay. I think that should do it. We will get the meter going. And see if we can do some basic electrical safety checks. Oh yay, my Bluetooth overlay is working. I didn't even bother to check that before I went live. All right. That's pretty good number of ohms to have across mains. I like that. Not most likely not going to blow the thing up the instant I turn it on. So yay. I'm going to have to cut this wire management because they go to different places on the board and the wire lengths aren't right. I got this great big plastic shield over a lot of the insulated wiring here, and I don't know why. I'm going to have to trim that back as well so that the wire can make it where it needs to go. Okay, there we go. All right, the physical proximity of everything to everything else is making it difficult to get this power supply slotted back into the original footprint. I think the mounting holes and everything line up, but there's a big bundle of wire here where, I guess, where did I put that other supply? Seriously, what did I do with that other supply I just pulled? Oh, it's right here. God, I'm an idiot. Yeah, there wasn't a fuse in this position, so the wires, I guess, didn't. STE better than? Yes, the STE is better. It's the enhanced, and it's what all the demos want. There weren't a whole heck of a lot of STE-specific games, at least not vintage ones. Modern game dev is producing some more STE games, and STE enhanced ports of old games as well. But yeah, it's the STE, in my opinion, is what the ST should have been, right? They rushed to get the ST to market, and it was just kind of a letdown. Hi, Lady Alaros, how are you? We are butchering an Atari, which I'm sure will make some people in this stream very happy, particularly Bald Engineer. But we are trying to get to the point where we can get this Atari STE up and running with an Atari ST power supply, because it was another shipment from Gedge, and it is a UK machine, and I don't have, well, I do have 240 power, actually. I could put it on a step-up transformer. Yeah, so the new toy needs a little bit of work. It's very difficult to fit this power supply in here, even though the footprints match, because of all of the stuff. Oh my god, this is so annoying. All right. This is a PAL machine, so it will run. It'll run demos. It's a European Atari ST, so it will run the demos, and we all know that's just like what I live for. Every machine I get has to be modded up the wazoo so it can run demos. These wires are right up against this transformer here, and it's impossible to push this power supply back to all of the right mounting points. I might I'm gonna have to redo an awful lot of this. Hey, Legion's Arcade, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. How are you doing? Let's see if I can I get this to the point where I can put a screw into it? No. Well, I could finagle these wires to the point where they work later. For the moment, let's see. Probably okay. Let's check. Pasty soldering station you had was great but noisy. Had a solder tip with a small pipe. Yep. And then oh, the foot pedal, nice. I don't know why my auto mod has decided that sucking has to get halfway hidden, but oh well. That's Twitch, I suppose. All right. Just make sure there's no shorts to ground. That's fine. That is also fine. Between the rails, that's fine. That is, what are we doing here? 20 ohms, that is fine. I think that is okay. So what I believe I will do, get my switched power supply going here. I'm going to apply the AC and check the voltages. I need to find an IEC power cable because the one I used to have on my bench seems to be missing. I probably tossed it in one of my carts, in one of my crates to take with me to Boat Fest. I borrowed so many things from around my lab that it's going to take a while to get everything back in place. All right, that is off. All right, power supply is switched on, so we should be able to see some voltages. We'll go ahead and switch to DC volts here. Got a bit of Boat Fest into it on Twitch. Oh, cool, yeah. Yeah, I signed up and bought my ticket a long time ago and then promptly forgot about it. And then middle of last week, I was like, oh, Boat Fest is this weekend. So it's like, what do I do? And I threw together I basically threw out on the Discord. It's like, hey, I'm going to bring a British machine. What do y'all want? And there were a bunch of votes for the Amstrad, so I brought the Amstrad. And that was fun. All right, here we go. Hopefully it doesn't explode. Please don't explode. All right, I heard the high voltage kick in, so I think it should be making volts. Yeah, we're making volts. Look at that. It's kind of hard to get probes in here. All right, making volts. This is probably the 12. Ooh, 10. Well, like I said, I haven't serviced this power supply. Yeah, well, I mean, you guys had quite a trek. As I understand it, you flew to a point, Curtis, to meet the other folks, and then you all drove down. That was pretty serious. All right, just looking at the two wiring harnesses. Measure AC on that 10.88 rail. Let's do that. All right, AC. Still engaged. Still making power. Well, I mean, it's showing. I don't know why it's not showing on my overlay, but it's reading 0 millivolts AC. All right, Jason flew into Toronto from Calgary. You from Saskatoon. You joined Frank and drove from Toronto to Hurricane. Wow. Yeah, I really like driving to retro events too, because you can bring lots of stuff and you can bring lots of stuff back. Now that's good and bad. Let me check the AC on the 5-volt rail. Not showing anything. 12-volt rail is unstable. Yeah, a couple of things. The power supply could require loading on the 5-volt rail to regulate the 12-volt rail. Or the 12-volt rail just could be dead. But I'm pretty sure the only thing that needs a 12-volt rail is a floppy drive. And I don't intend to use that. High-speed switching noises normally show up in AC mode. No, right, it wouldn't. I'd need a scope for that. This power supply needs to be serviced. Ultimately, I may ultimately decide to put this mean well in instead, because yeah, I could bodge it in there. It would be nice to have a very reliable power supply. There's also Exos makes one specifically designed to be a drop-in replacement, and I'm sure it's a very good design as well. But for now, I think it's actually safe to connect. So let's do that and see if it works. All right, not going to connect anything. Not going to connect the Ultra Satan right now. I don't want to blow that thing up because that thing is expensive. I think basically I just want the video cable. Repairs again, always repairs steps. Pingyo, how are you? I hope I'm not butchering that name too badly. I'm not familiar with your stream, but how did it go? You might be stuck in Twitch ads right now, actually, so I will delay for a minute and then see how things are while I unpack this cable. Oh, playing arcade games. Yeah, let us know what you've been playing. Just totally bossed the arcade version of Rainbow Islands. Oh, okay. I don't know that I've ever played that. I know it's like Bubble 2, right? Hello. Now, I'm looking at this cable and realizing this is an STE cable. This is not an STE cable. So it doesn't have the audio lines to it, which means, dang it, I'm going to have to buy another cable to get the audio into the SCART port. But for right now, let's see if we can just get video. If we can just get video, that'll be nice. Rainbow Islands, Higemaru, I'm guessing on that one. Dondokadan, Psychic 5. Cool. What were you playing on them? Or what systems were you playing that on? Right, arcade. Need to pull the controller and test it. Oh, which arcade system? Do you have an arcade system? Oh, Lady Alaros. Original hardware. Oh, nice. That's cool. Super gun or cabinets? STE, yes. This is an STE that I just it came in over the weekend while I was at Boat Fest from Gedge, so that's very cool. We just swapped in the power supply from my 1040 ST. Oh, you have a massive controller you built. Oh, cool. Oh, I think I've heard you say something about that before on your stream, Lady Alaros. All right. In a bit, it's going on a trip with you in a few weeks. Oh, cool. All right, let's see if I can get... All right, so the RetroTink is set to RGB SCART. This is connected. Mains is applied. Let's see how it goes. All right, we've got sync. That's good. We've lost sync. That's not good. No happy. No happy. Why are we no happy? Are we attempting to boot? I think it might take a minute to boot off of the ROMs if it can't find the floppy. Got the Mac Mini. It drives it going again. So this might be diving into a main monopie. Oh, cool. Yeah, I have not really put together a MAME system. I run some arcade cores on Mister, but that's really it. Okay. That is, since I'm not sure about that video cable, I'm going to fall back to my other video cable, which is the Best Electronics Chungus cable right here. And I know this works on my ST. You need to push on those two square strips, tend to lift up out of the socket. Maybe. I don't know. It's just it's the problem when I have so many different potential points of failure. I never know which particular failure possibility is killing me at the moment. So, all right, take this little jumper off. Brother started recapping his STE this week. I got a heat wave. Stop. Oh yeah, recapping during a heat wave is not fun. Told me he has some turbo on it. Maybe people haven't gotten work on an STE. Okay, I'm not familiar with accelerators and or turbos for STEs. I'm actually not that familiar with ST like at all. It's really what it comes down to. I've messed about a fair amount with my 1040, but I don't really know that much about it. All right, so we've got HDMI going in there. So let me flip the capture over to my HDMI converter. Let's see if we get anything here. This has worked on my 1040. See if we see anything on the E. Yes. We've got it. All right. So we're in high res mode. I need to hit this switch, and that'll should make it reboot into low res. Now it might not actually capture low res. That might actually be the problem with the RetroTink, is it might not be able to deal with the low res, which is what that cable that SCART cable is only designed for low res. His last machine he hasn't recapped. He left the last. Doesn't want to upset that turbo. Yeah, I'll bet not. Okay. Yeah. So now my capture device is almost certainly freaking out, because in low res this device will. It's just a transcoder. It's not a scaler, and it will basically throw out 800 by 240, which my capture does not like. So I'm trying to think how we solve this problem. I've solved it in the past by basically switching to a different scaler. So you know what? Maybe we do that. So gonna bust out the Extron. No, I'm gonna bust out the super cheap SCART to HDMI video converter. The Extron is big and clunky and a pain in the butt. So I'm gonna see if I can make this work with the SCART connector. because I think it should. This contraption does not work on my ST because it's an STF, not an STFM. The missing M indicates that it does not have a modulator. And the modulator circuit is what you need in order to get the composite sync, which is what SCART needs. That's how I understand all this. So if I plug this in, I wonder if it will be happy enough. So let me switch it to from the HDMI. All right, now we're on SCART. We're going to output, see if I can get it to output 720. What we're outputting now. All right, that's just 1280 by 1024. Okay, that's definitely not what we want. Oh yeah, I know I can do RGB on SCART, but normally the all these SCART devices don't deal with separate sync. They need composite sync. And the circuit for making the composite sync is not present on the STF, only on the STFM, because it's part of the modulator circuit. That's, I believe that to be true. Let's see what happens. All right, we've got something. Yay! We have something. That something is an ST. All right, now I need to come over here and let me add a resize filter on this. Okay, good enough. Yeah, I need something. I need something that can scale. So this is scaling. This is great. All right, we have video working. We have power. It appears to be functional. I'm curious though. I'm going to flip back over to this so that I get my DMM overlay. I want to take a look at the voltages on this floppy drive as a proxy for the system voltages. We see it multitask. Wow, thanks so much for that, Curtis. Thank you. Thank you so much. All you Amiga people, anytime anyone drags out an Atari, Amiga people have to just go, can it multitask? 4.97. All right, that's not bad. Let's check this one. I can't imagine this one's going to be right since the... Well, all right, actually, that's fairly close. The 12-volt rail has come back up, so I'm guessing it needed to be regulated by having load on the 5-volt rail. I know some power supplies are like that. So, yeah, that's close enough. Close enough for government work. Oh, wait, I don't work for the government anymore. I can't say that. All right. Yay. This is going better than most of my previous streams. Actually, it can multitask just fine on OS 9, yeah. Now, let's get a keyboard connected. Now, I think I can actually use, well, I'll use this keyboard since it's right here. I think I can actually use the ST keyboard. Now, I don't know for sure, because this one has... Oh, that's right. This one has those weird Jaguar HDB15 ports on the STE, whereas the mouse ports and everything are on the keyboard. This is such a bizarrely weird machine. So strange. It's like who came up with this thing, really? The X68000 or the Amiga anyway. Did have a lot of fun with the friends with the Atari though. Hey, Boat of Car, how you doing? 10. All right, give me a second. Tandenissel. I'm gonna go with that. We're going with Tandenissel. How are you? Yeah, I've never gotten into the Japanese machines. For me, the British machines have always been like, I go crazy over them, whereas a lot of my friends go crazy over the Japanese machines. I don't know why. All right, power that off. Now I gotta find. All right, here's my mouster. Oh, excellent, good. All right, so let me get that. This is gonna be way easier to plug in to the keyboard like this. Which one of these is the mouse again? I always forget. All right, it's this port here. So plug that into the mouse port. Then fish this little, and I just have a little a very short USB extension that I can fish out the bottom, so that I can plug and unplug devices without having to lift the computer because of this incredibly stupid design. Oh, thank you for the 400 bits, Boat of Car. That is amazingly generous of you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm psyched. This is going really well. Mouse. I need a mouse. I should have one down here, I believe. Yes. Yes, mouse. Oh. For the first venture of Japanese machines being Toshiba branded MSX. Are those bad? Bugfest reunion. Yeah. Have you joined? Yes, you have joined a cult. That's the simple answer. Is yes. Floppy to load the demos. You can use the GoTech. I'm going to try and load something off the Ultra Satan. I am, however, incredibly bummed that I don't have any way to route audio out of this stupid thing. That's going to take a bit of a hack to get audio routed out of it. I'm trying to think how I can do that. Yeah. Well, let's just get it. Let's get it running for right now. Make sure the mouster works. Input PAL, we like that. Singing will work as a substitute. No, I've had enough singing for a while after the karaoke night. All right. Oh, okay. It is working. Yay! Now it's incredibly laggy thanks to this SCART converter. Step info. All right. So we've got at least Rainbow Toss. I don't know exactly which version this is. To say one crisis at a time. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the toss is. It's an ST, so I'm guessing it's 1.6. Since it's an E. Why can't I click on this? Rainbow is new enough for the Satan. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. I mean, I clearly clicked on enough stuff to get this dialog box up. Why can't I dismiss it? Really strange. All right. But I think we basically have control over the machine. We have control. So now I can take the Ultra Satan. Normally, I actually power the Ultra Satan off of the ST itself using this little cartridge board. This is a board you plug into the cartridge slot, and it gives you 5 volts on USB, so I can power my Ultra Satan off of the Atari. I don't need a separate power supply. But for right now, given I don't know if the system is fully okay, I'm gonna power it externally. We have assumed control. Yeah. We are taking control. Oh, is that a Rush reference that I should have gotten but didn't? one of these is the, all right, hard disk port. Here's the ACSI port. Get you plugged in there. I think that's close enough. All right, Ultra Satan is on. Oh, thank you for the follow, Pincho. Yeah, 2112. Yeah, I mean, smelled like a Rush reference. Computer, and my chat has gone full on nerd. I love it. I love it so much. All right, let's see if this works. Should see the hard disk driver screen. There we are. All right. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. I'm gonna have to do something about that sound though. Don't really have. Wait, I do actually. I totally do. Where is it? It's gonna be the most ridiculous jerry-rigged thing in the world, but I will make it work. I just need to find a USB cable here real quick. Why do I not have these things lying around? Probably because I borrowed them all for Boat Fest. Raiding and running, but oh, no problem. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope I'm glad your stream went well. Sounds like it did, and I hope your community enjoys watching people tear apart old computers. Do get some sleep. Have a good rest. Still like how the ST default boot colors look like it's trying to emulate a Coco. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? All right. So I am going to patch yet another sound device into OBS. See if I can make that work. All right, HDMI capture, and then we can go down here and tell it to use line 6 USB audio instead. All right, maybe this will work. Ask me a question about the ST and these new devices and USB power. All right, I will, Retro Gaming Denmark. Like I said, I often use this backbit cartridge to run the Ultra Satan, but I'm running it off external because I'm at the bench right now. Now, the big question here. All right. Is my mic going screwy? Everyone, let me know if my mic is going screwy by attaching this other audio device. It's entirely possible. Steps recommended the rate. Oh, thank you so much, Steps. All right. Nope. Okay. Unplug this. I could be having USB bandwidth problems too. Let's see. Y'all tell me if this is any better now. I'm just going to talk a little bit. I still don't know why my mouse has decided to go out. This Mouster works fine on my ST. I don't know why it's not working on the STE. All right, so like an Atari fan's about as good as usual. Ha ha ha. All right, I'm gonna try plugging it into a different port. I have now. All right, so I'm now not going through the same USB hub that my microphone audio was going through, and we'll see if this works out a little bit better. And I will go back into the properties of the HDMI capture again and change it to wherever the device is. Yeah, now it's microphone 7. Fun stuff. I wonder if it worked better with a real ST mouse. Maybe this keyboard has issues with the mouser. I don't know. But I do have a real ST mouse. Let me go ahead and get that out. We'll just eliminate potential issues with modern peripherals. Cold solder joints in the ST. Okay. Well, maybe this mouse won't help. But we're going to try it anyway. 5 out of 10 STs. All right, yeah. I mean, I totally understand because these things were built super cheap. They were built jack cheap. Yeah, I could also switch to my other keyboard, honestly. See if that makes a difference too. All right, boot back up. See if the real Atari mouse works any better. Yeah, that's working a little bit better. We'll see how long it stays working. All right. UMD. All right, I'm dying to see if this machine works for the Ultimate Music Disc. Because I had so many problems getting that to run on my 1040 ST. Trying to use this interface through OBS. It's so problematic. Why are you not? I can't grab the scroll bar. Why can't I not grab the scroll bar? The scroll is just not working at all. That's really weird. Really freaking weird. All right, I'm gonna try the keyboard for my 1040. I know that either clicking underneath the scroll thumb or grabbing the scroll thumb does work. It's always worked for me. Atari's curated hard drive images. That's interesting. The problem with buying anything from him is all the hoops you have to jump through to actually pay him. And it's a pain in the butt. All right, let me get the keyboard. All right, here's the keyboard from my 1040. Coco GUI is still that way for keys only. I know it works with the mouse. I know it works with the mouse. I've done this. I've launched this demo 100 times. I have another where is it? I have another SD card here that I will load up in the Ultra Satan after I get this running. But I really, really want to get the Ultimate Music Disc running and see if this video works, because this has been the issue that I've had. Depending on the OS version, I mean, maybe, but this should be modern enough. Yeah, see? It's totally problems with that other keyboard. Yeah, because this is working exactly like it should. I just have to find the actual TOS file, and I can barely read anything on this. I have to enlarge my preview so that I can see what the heck I'm doing. Oh, I just missed it. All right, UMD 8730. Let's see if this is, and it works. It works. It freaking works. It's visible now. I can see the interface. Oh, that's so good. This was complete. When I run this on my 1040 ST, it's completely washed out and you can't see the video. Oh man, this is so good. This is so good. Let's see. Let's pick something from 505. And I don't know if the audio is going to work. We will find out. I can't see any of this. I'm just going to start some random tune. All right, sounds like it's almost working. Is this working? I don't know. I need to advanced audio properties, mic capture, monitor on. I can't hear any of this. Is it working? Y'all have to tell me. No sound. All right. Hopefully this won't blast people. Because I'm showing something in the metering, but it could just be noise. It could absolutely just be noise. Hiss. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's running the line in. The output. I don't know if the audio circuit in this thing is any good. Oh wait. Hang on. Let's see. That should have... I just made a change that I thought should have fixed that. Line 7 USB audio. Let's bit if. No. Totally unhappy. I don't know why. Screwing around with audio chains in OBS is such a pain in the butt. I mean, the real problem here is I have the wrong cable. There's a version of this cable that has the two RCAs that takes the audio to the SCART port, and everything just works. I don't have to try and bypass the audio this way. Yeah, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. Last thing I can try. Where is the other transmitter? Right here. Boot this up, and then I have to put my... Oh, look at that. My receiver's about to die, too. Let me see if I can get it some external power before it completely falls over. Everything is just a complete mess. All right. Is my audio back? My audio looks like it's back. I think my audio is back. Yeah, all right. Let's see if we can make this work. Is there anything on the line output? Nope, I'm not seeing anything on the line out. Oh, sound. Oh, you have sound? No. Oh wow, I guess it is sound. Yeah. There's just, all right. It's just a balance issue. Yeah, it's probably dropping below my noise gate. Hang on. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna completely drown it out because of the way the trick I'm using right now is that I'm using the secondary transmitter for my wireless mic and putting it in line mode. So it runs into the same audio channel as my mic, and when I speak, the compressor does its thing. So I have to kind of shut up if you want to hear the bloops and bloops. And of course, I can't hear the bloops and bloops. So, yeah. But cool. I'm super glad to see this working. This is very awesome. There's life in this machine. I don't even know how to tell how much RAM is in it, though. Or honestly, even how to like quit the demo. Maybe we just reset. Does this thing not have a reset button? Oh, it has a reset button, but the cap is missing, so you can't actually press the reset button without, like, one of these pokey things. A pokey thing to press the reset button. There we go. Wow, so a set of rechargeable AA's doesn't even lasts about less than 2 hours on that receiver. That is really terrible. That is really incredibly terrible. All right. How do I know how much RAM I've got in it? I don't think there's... I think I need some utility to tell me that. Play some games. I might be able to play some games. I don't know. I don't know what I've even got. And do I even have a joystick sitting around? I should have a joystick. Oh, you know what? Here. It's an Atari. We can use an Atari joystick. Look at that. Yeah, I don't know what I've got loaded on this drive. I'm gonna play a game real quick, and then I'm gonna try the other drive. That's what I'm gonna do. Right, transplant half the parts from my 1040 into my STE. Oh, which mic receiver? It's Polsen, Polsen. It was cheap, but not too cheap on B&H. So, all right, let's see if I can get Bomb Jack running. Load up Bomb Jack. Run me. There we go. I will run you. ST RAM 1 megabyte. TOS version 1.62. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I guess these are 256K sims. I think I have some 1 megs, so I can bring it up to 4 megs. You for unlimited lives. Yes, let's have unlimited lives. Why not? I suck at games. Are we loading, or am I have to do something? Cool. Oh, all right, here we go. We're into the game. No, get away from me. Get away from me. I don't like you. I don't like you either. Ah, but you have to come. And yes, I am playing through the video output in OBS, which really sucks. Ah, with me. With me. Yay. Round one. I can't even see which bomb is it. Oh, this one. Okay. Man, there's supposed to be this many keys in Bomb Jack already? This is kind of nuts. No. I feel like this is too many enemies. I feel like this is entirely too many enemies. I'm glad I said yes to unlimited life. Because that, and I'm terrible. No, to hell with the order. I am just going to avoid dying at this point. My sole goal at this point. I actually kind of like Bomb Jack. I don't know, like, what opinions this game has amongst arcade fans, but I rather like it. It's simple. It kills you a lot. You know, what else do you need in an arcade game? I think you ever actually saw this as soon as there's a bomb in there. Oh no. No, it is very much its own thing. I think when I first got my ST, it was this port was recommended to me by someone, and I had never played it either. I was just like, what is this game, and how do I control myself? The controls are a little strange. So the sound chip in this should be the YM 2149, even in the ST, even in the STE. Although I think the STE has a PCM channel as well. Or maybe the ST had that. Maybe the ST also had that. I don't know. Yeah, it must have, because Digi sound did work on my 1040 ST. But it's primarily the YM 2149. Oh, that was close. That was close. That was also close. It was a very, very odd choice to put such an ancient 8-bit sound chip in this, you know, state-of-the-art 16-bit computer. But, you know. Jack Tramiel. Cheap. It's had a Falcon for sequencer use. That's nice. Yes, I am playing this with all the video delay, and I'm trying to compensate, because it's not that fast-paced a game, but it can be. Yeah, that's right. It's just barely playable through both the capture delay and the delay in this cheap SCART to HDMI converter. Yeah. Pro streamer tip: always blame your poor game performance on lag, stream lag. Oh, I love the YM and the AY YM almost the same. I love it in the ZX Spectrum. I think it is an amazing chip. I love the ZX Spectrum demo scene partly for that reason. The inertia in this game, it's really hard to change direction. All right, made it through that. Cool. This works. This is good. I want to check out this other SD card, though. Thank you, One Man Conga. Thank you for the GGs. All right, turn off the Ultra Satan. Check this. Now, this will actually take 2 SD cards, so I could theoretically have them both loaded, copy stuff around, but just to simplify, all right, I'm going to put this one. I just wrote this out earlier today. So I think this is the one that I use in my Mister, the same image. We'll see if it works on real hardware in an Ultra Satan. Hey, Murph guy. How you doing? All right, we're going to get the... All right, we get the driver, and... Oh, perf. There we go. We are up and running. Perhaps hook you up with the ATARI image. Keep a low profile about it. I think this. There's more drives in this image. Let me see what's on this one. I think this image is actually going to be okay for my use. The Return to Monkey Island trailer. Yes, I did see it. And I hate it. The art style, I find it atrocious. What they had in the teaser trailer looked awesome. It looked beautiful. I was super psyched about it. They put out this trailer right now, and it looks like it's all animated from paper cutouts of people's arms, and bodies just twist in weird ways, and it looks terrible. It looks awful. I'm still excited for the game, right? I still want to play the game because it's going to have great story. It's going to have great puzzles. It's a Ron Gilbert game. But the art style looks like butt. That's my hot take. All right. So I go up here, install disk drive, and this image should have a bunch of drives on it. So let's see what we've got. Yeah, okay. All right. So this is our applications disk, utils. Let's see if there's... I'm looking for that sysinfo that you mentioned earlier, Arcade Shopper, but I don't see it. I don't see it. Oh wait, there it is. Sysinfo. Not work with this resolution? Why not? Why you don't like this resolution? Come on. Options, set preferences, switch to medium resolution. This was another super annoying thing about the ST. There's just so much half-assed about the Atari ST. I love it, but man, it's half-assed. Also, why am I running such a tiny little capture window when I can make this bigger? I'm so sorry, everyone. I could have done this half an hour ago. RJ, thank you for subscribing for 12 months. Thank you so much. I can't believe I've had subs for 12 months already. That's super kind of you. All right. Options, install after we install the disk drive because I didn't save it before. We're actually going to name this thing too, since I know this is the programs disk. then there's probably another disk on here as well. I'll bet it's going to be games. I'm just going to try naming it that. We'll see what happens. It's going pretty well. I've got I transplanted the power supply from my 1040 ST into the STE, and now it's all up and running. I've got the Ultra Satan attached. I had to swap the keyboards because I think there's some dodgy solder joints on the STE keyboard. Now, is this really games or is it something else? Oh, it's demos and music. Okay, fine. That's good enough. But anyway, we were gonna go into sysinfo in utils and see what's up with this machine. See what sysinfo says. Cool. TOS nationality, Great Britain. I like it. Yep, TOS 1.62. Yep, 8 megahertz, 68,000, no coprocessor, type 1040 STE. Cookie jar, I have no idea what that is. DMA sound available, Blitter available. GemDOS not available. I guess that's what that is. Yeah, all right. Oh, look, live mouse position update. Cool. What if I can put my hands on my RAM real quick? I think I can. 1 second. Success. All right. Gotta love a giant box labeled RAM modules. Now, question is this where I have my 30 pins? Yes. No, those are not 30 pins. Where are my 30 pins? Oh, come on. This is not where my 30 pins are? Arg. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know where my 30-pin RAM is. It's right here. It's a 30-pin RAM in the hardware box. It's on the hardware shelf. Here's my 30-pin RAM. So, yeah, let's shut that down. I'm going to try... I have no idea if this stuff is going to work or not. And I need a spudger. Now, can someone tell me what the right RAM configurations are here? Like, can I install just one, and do I have to install any one? Because I really know nothing about this stuff. And also, why is it so hard to get to these RAM slots the way they did this? "30-pin Sims, have those in your TC9? What's the TC9? Um, 41, 256, and there's 8 of them. Yeah, so these are all 256K Sims, just like I expected. All right, review, guys. These, I believe, are 1 meg. So let's find out. Try installing just one of them. Are these slots numbered? Does it matter what order I put them in? I don't know. I'm going to try installing from the back. Let's see. All right, let's see what this does. Nope, that's the one I want. More memory, more power, yeah. Come on, boot. There we go. One was one of the Coco 4s. This one by Frank Hogg. It's basically a souped up Coco 3 and a mini tower with improved sound. Oh, wow. Like more than 48K, yeah. Also looks like maybe it don't work. Because it's not booting. Not booting. And it made very weird pattern at first. Yeah. Probably not. Either not compatible or bad stick. Not sure which. Do I need two? Let me try putting two in. I don't know. This is just stuff I've had lying around forever. I'm not sure I've tested it all. I think this should be 16-bit RAM, so 16-bit. Does that mean I need two? Because it's 8-bit. Sorry, it's 8 bits wide. I guess that would mean I would need two to make it work. Where's my... Just had the freaking spudger. What'd I do with it? Just put stuff down in stupid places all the time. Seriously, I was just holding it. It's not under the keyboard. Yeah, definitely lost. All right, grab another one. I think I have another one somewhere. Okay. It's not a spudger, but it'll do. See if maybe I need to put it in the other slots instead. Looks like Sim 1 is bank 0 low, Sim 2 is bank low. Ah, okay. That would make sense. So I need to stagger them. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. All right, let's try staggering them. Yeah, they're connected. Okay, this looks a little better. Ah, yes, that's much better. All right. Set preferences, medium resolution, because I forgot to save it again. Oh, come on. When be text stream, there's a duck hunt for something you just had. No kidding. No kidding, Squire. Oh, look at it. It's right here. I found it. I'm going to put it over here where I put the rest of my tools. All right. Install disk drive. I'm going to save. Save desktop this time. Yes, save desktop. All right. Programs. What? That's not good. This had stuff in it before. I know it did. D:programs. Right. All right, let's install E. Is there anything on E? It's the same thing we had on C. What in the world? Now it's freaking out. All right, reboot. Okay, we booted without the Ultra Satan that time. That's very strange. Maybe this RAM isn't as good as I thought. Or maybe it just needs more. Let's put more RAM in. Let's just put in more RAM, like all of the RAM. Let's put in all of the RAM. That's what we do. I can't remember if I tested these before or not. The only way I have prior to this to test 30-pin sims is in my sound card. Because I have a sound blaster that takes 30-pin sims. Come on. We should be booting. Nope. Didn't boot off the Ultra Satan. Alright. I guess I need to... God, I'm going to have to put these into my Pentium and test these sims in my sound card. See if they're any good. Identify what they are. Yeah. Testing a bunch of 30-pin sims today. Nice. Well, all right. Bottom line, it works. So I'm very excited about that. Obviously, there's some issues with the case. Have to permanently sort out power supply, figure out what I want to do with that. Then swap over a bunch of parts from the ST, maybe the top case, maybe definitely the keyboard for now until I can resolder the other one. This keyboard looks better anyway, because this is going to be my main ST, absolutely no question. So yeah, this is good. I'm excited. Obviously stuff to work on, but nothing we can't work around. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm gonna call it on the stream. It's 9 o'clock. I gotta start shutting the place down. Yeah, turn off the audio. But yeah, I'll guess I'll leave this on the bench and keep working on it for the rest of the week. See if I can get it up in time for actual demos and gaming next week. That would be a lot of fun. Thanks so much for everyone hanging out. It was great to meet so many of you at Boatfest, and I really appreciate you all hanging out with me on stream. The stream is always much more fun with lots of people hanging and talking and giving me advice and telling me how many things I've lost, all the stuff. Let's see. Is there anyone we can raid tonight who is on the streams? Let's see. Zero Page, they're probably still in pre-roll. I don't know. I wish it were easier to pull up someone's Twitch from my dashboard to see what they're doing. I'll probably have to. Oh no, they're actually on. So yeah, maybe we will raid Zero Page. And get some more Atari goodness. It was you. Yes, it was me at Boatfest. Use your phone to check. Oh, there's a pro streamer tip right there. Thanks, Lady Elros. All right, so we are going to going to raid on over to Zero Page Homebrew. They do Atari stuff, mostly 8-bit, so it's a good segue from the 16 bits back to the 8s, and see what they're up to. And I will see as many of you as I can next week, hopefully for more Atari goodness. And have a good rest of the week. Stay safe, everyone. See you around.